Welcome to Michigan.
Good evening, and welcome to a haunted hike. Our good friend Mike over here and his buddy Ranger are doing a little trip on the North Country Trail, starting with a Halloween-themed night hike. And we have but a couple of missions to get into nature, see some beautiful views. We're on the Manistee River Trail. I'll tell you more about it later. And we're in Michigan, so we're going to try to smoke 20 of these. Stay posted. Welcome to the adventure. So strategy, we're going to do 2 nights, 3 days, and we're going to do 2 to 3 tonight, 12 to 14 tomorrow, and then the remainder of the joints on Tuesday. And as far as miles go, we'll talk about that another time. There's a bug on the lens. Just to be serious for one moment of the hike, Mike screws it up right off the bat. We're hiking the North Country Trail section of this. First, it's a little less scenic from what my good friend and guide Mike have shown. Also, I want to make mention of the fact that I have new underpants. Thanks to little donkey, Sarah. So far, so good. We made camp. I don't know. What do we hike? 2-3 miles? 2 or 3 miles? We don't know for sure. We're just up on kind of a ridge and pretty little spot. Trisket?
Trisket.
He likes it.
That's exactly like the picture I have of Pipsqueak. Like that. Oh, father's so happy.
That's my hiking partner Mike there this morning. Good morning and happy Halloween. Day 2. 12 or 13 to go. Time for breakfast.
And you may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. And you may find yourself in another part of the world. And you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. And you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here?
Happy Halloween from Upper Lower Michigan. We are in the Manistee, Manistee National Forest, Manistee River Loop. So we got a big mission to fulfill. And hopefully we don't have to carry the pup, but this dog is a stud hiker despite his 4-inch inseam. Aren't you, Ranger? Ranger. All right, number 6. Straw Nana, which we do not support. We're trying to get them all out of the way because they make us cry from coughing. and drool. Just look at this stinking day, huh? Huh, Mike?
Yeah, stinking day.
I'm actually starting to stink also. I literally just caught a whiff of my pit. What a beautiful, spectacular day. And this trail, we're on the North Country Trail side. And I know because Mike's my guide and has been here several times that it's only going to get better. So this is just kind of the forest area. But it's just magnificent. Beautiful. Number 7. Another damn straw nana. So we're going to walk and gag. Sucking on easy cheese outside the Manistee. 2 American hikers with their dicks between their knees.
You may ask yourself, how do I work this?
How do I work this?
And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself,
The North Country Trail, Manistee River Trail is a loop that's right around 19 miles, somewhere around that. And we are at, I think, a little over 9 miles right now. And we are about to go for number 9. We have 12 left, 11 after this. So number 9, another purple Lambo. So we are at the junction, leaving the North Country Trail and joining up with the Manistee River Trail. We got about a mile to go to about the halfway point where we're going to have lunch. And I probably could note that on this 9.5 mile stretch, is there one creek?
Yeah.
One creek at about probably a third of the way in. You'd have to look it up on a map, but one water source on this entire stretch. So we're low on water, but we're finally going to get down and get our first views of the Manistee River. This is the first campsite on the Manistee River side, 10B. There are established campsites on this side, so you're supposed to stay in the designated camping areas. Here's a view from this spot. "10 miles in or so, campsite 10A. Ironically, we are on cannabis cigarette number 10. So at the halfway point in all of our journeys. Let's stop and take a break. Oh wait, what are we having?
10 miles in,
Red Pop.
10 miles in at campsite 10A on our 10th joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to do it.
Yeah, we have to. What are you filming?
Right when you cross that bridge, you got to look to the left and you can see the sign for campsite 9. It's kind of hidden and there's no trail to it, but Mike had an experience there once and put into simple terms, what the hell happened there?
Well, it was at night and I had camp set up and I thought I heard a little girl giggling while I was sitting there around the campfire, and obviously no one around out here. So yeah, but it could have been the creek. Could have been the creek making noise.
Haunted campsite number 9. Come see for yourselves.
honest.
No, he's not lying. We're not making this up. You hear weird things in the woods. Sometimes you don't know if it's a creek or some other crazy crap, but a little girl giggling, I mean, it's hard to say what that could be.
It's scary. Honestly, hitting my tent.
Let the good times roll. Let them knock you around. Let the good times roll. Let them make you a clown. Let them leave you up in the air. Let them brush your rock and roll hair. Let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Oh,
It's 420. Number 11. To be enjoyed at campsite 7C. Good view. This one's a dry camp. Sort of. Number 11.
let the stories be told. They can say what they want. Let the photos hold. Let them show what they want. Let them leave you up in the air. Let them brush your rock and roll hair. Let the good times roll.
What do you have to say about your dad having to carry you on his back for like 3/4 of a mile today? No comment? Number 13. Beautiful campsite, beautiful day. Cheers. Happy Halloween holiday. Happy Halloween, everybody. 7 miles to go tomorrow. 39 degrees tonight. So I am tucked under my quilt, trying to warm up. Losing my voice for some reason. Good morning. Day 3. 7 miles to hike out. And it is cold. It's 39 degrees this morning. And we're packing up as fast as possible because we aren't quite used to the cold temps yet. Whew. All right, we are leaving camp. Gonna have some breakfast. Number 16. I don't know if we'll make it to 20, but it's the effort that counts. Hiking out. So we're only about half mile down the trail. We were warned by another hiker yesterday that there is a bridge out, but he didn't know where it was. And unfortunately, I think we've come across what must be that.
Lumber and stuff sitting here like forever.
Nobody closes the trail for us, Mike. Here's our stream crossing. Ranger's gonna get a ride from Mike. I'm debating whether or not to take off my pants, but we're definitely doing this barefoot because it is very cold, and we don't want to get our shoes and socks wet this early in the morning. So stay tuned for this adventure. Oh. Good job, buddy. Pleasant, huh? Okay, I cannot feel my toes. We gotta slap some socks back on after we dry our feet. Stay tuned. So that's 4C. We already walked by 5 and 6 up there. They're a place you can actually drive in and car camp. And right up here is where they're doing maintenance on the bridge, which is why we have extremely cold toes right now. Our toes are freezing.
Very.
Mike's telling stories about running the cinder blocks. We decided it might as well be time for number 16 after this one, 4 to go.
It's 20 seconds to the last call. Going right now, you know it's easy. Like we did it all summer long. And I'll be anything you're asking for. Going
Hey,
it's not a miracle, we need it.
number 18,
Let you think so.
Purple Lambo by the waterfall. This is probably one of the occupied. Beautiful spot. 1A. So that was your final campsite on the Manistee River Trail. Obviously, if you're coming from the north, you would start with 1A, but we reversed it and started on the north country side trail of the loop, which means we're on about mile 18.5-ish, according to all trails. And we're getting pretty close to the suspension bridge, which will kind of be the last thing before we get close to the car. That's it for now. We'll show you the bridge. Reflections for this trip are pretty simple, really, you know. My personal life is your business, and that's because I've chosen to make it that way. I don't say that's probably the right move to make for everybody. I like to put myself out there. And that includes the choices I make in my personal life and on my hikes and all the other things that make me me. So, while I kind of showed everything on this video, don't think that these choices are for you. Always be responsible and make sure you're having a good time. And don't leave your toilet paper on trail like that person did. We'll do the catchphrase and all that other happy stuff once we get to the car. And cheers to a energy drink that's there waiting in a cooler for us. And one last thing. Look at that view. The 20 joint challenge we decided failed because we're so close to the car. We have 2 left, and we want to obviously promote and support the fact that we aren't going to drive under the influence. So we'll figure out something to do with those last 2. Had to stop at 18, but I'd say, Mike, we put in a hell of an effort.
Yeah,
It was hard.
it was hard.
1 a mile is probably not appropriate, so don't do this at home.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home. He's a health nut, so it was real rough on his lungs. See you at the car.
You're not going nowhere, buddy.
The car, the car. I'm hungry. Be yourself. Be happy. Bye.